those open spaces and opportunity. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. On the option. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. Winner of this game dons the golden hat, but you know, Jesse, only David could wear the golden hat among the three of us because there's no way either of us should put a hat on the kind of heads of hair we have.
Well, I've also understood that the hat's like a triple XL, and we know David's got a big dome, and that's probably the only reason why he would wear it. But I'll tell you what, these players, they think about trying that old sucker on after this game all year long, David.
Yeah, and trophies matter. I mean, this is something at the end of games. People run, you see, they go grab them, they put them on their heads. It means something to these kids.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Finds him out of the backfield. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They'll go to the air on second and short. Buying some time. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wants to adjust the pattern. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Longhorn! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Back to pass. It's Vasquez. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Kamara. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Sooners come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. Wide open spaces. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Sooners. Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Caught. Got room at the 35. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? A long way to go. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Quickly to the tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that first down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the first down marker. Turnover on downs.
Dropping back, it's Vasquez. Flips it out in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going downfield for the big play. Catch inside the 25. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And on the defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I'll tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing three allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
Give to the running back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward. It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trying him out.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Here comes the Texas offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse. Breaks into the open. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Gideon. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and you add the answer to the test right there.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. It's complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he made the extra point without problem. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's Vasquez. Buys a little time. Rolling right and going deep. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Hey, quarterbacks got to understand. I know you got your favorites. You look out there where that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him. But I got to take what the defense gives me. And double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. That's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. On the run, fires downfield. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll leave it with him, and he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Pulls it in. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Touchdown, Longhorns! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. They'll start this drive from the 42. To the air, it's Vasquez. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing the pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Using his legs to buy some time. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And it's picked off for the third time today.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket, the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
They get to him as he throws.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Turning it on. Crosses midfield. The 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Texas. Excellent pass by the back on the option. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
I got to tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Looking for a huge play. Pulls it in down the sideline. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Vasquez. Zings it complete to the right. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. They just keep firing. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown!
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to get back in this ballgame.
And he makes the extra point. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hawkins. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. And back to the air on 2nd down. He's going to run it. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job.
There he goes. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Longhorn. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Texas! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead. you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. UMass needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Amherst behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Cincinnati. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Dropping back, it's Vasquez. It's complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Sooners want to crank the tempo. Going to swing it on second down. Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Got his man on the right. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
To the air on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Well, this defense was ready for go-longs. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the...
He's got it inside the 15. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. DB's right up on the receivers. Looking downfield, it's Vasquez. He wants it all. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback was really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Looking for space. It's Hawkins. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 40. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Looking to throw, it's Vasquez. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And he had an opportunity there to make something out of nothing, but things just got sideways and the ball came free.
I just like the effort on defense, okay? They couldn't get to the quarterback initially in the pocket. He started scrambling, and they don't quit. You saw all of the effort of everybody pursuing the QB, catching up to him, and then creating the fumble. Awesome job.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Using his feet to buy time. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the book as we head to the fourth. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Tight end now in motion. To the air on second down. Now adjusting. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's at the 20. Touchdown Sooners! The defense putting points on the board.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Wants to pass. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer.
How about that, guys? That's basically a 15-point swing. Defense gets a pick 6, and then your offense gets the 2-point conversion. Wow.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and read this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. On the move, it's Hawkins. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Going to take a shot at this DB. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Man, what a break on the football. He read that the whole way. He just couldn't finish it. You know he saw the end zone. He saw the grass in front of him to break on that and maybe take it to the house, but just a missed opportunity.
Just needs a crack to get a return. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on out.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. This time on target. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Sooners are in the hurry-up.
I'll tell you, you've got to give this defense credit. That was only his 2nd catch of the game. He came into this as one of the best receivers in all of college football, but this defense had a plan. They have shut him down. They have limited him, and that's why they're winning right now.
Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you can feel the momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the fourth quarter has kind of changed, and this defense is settled in. Their offense has scored as well, so this is a big tipping point in this football game. This is a big possession because Uncle Mo is all on the side of the defense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll get rid of it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Texas! And the punishment has been extended. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard, 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
And the Oklahoma offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down.
It's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense, to stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to him, and keeping this offense on schedule.
And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Gonna let it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. The RPO, it's complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Dances away to buy time. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on third and long. Firing to the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Moving out of the pocket. Finds his man. It's Kamara. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. That's caught. It's long. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
Big moment here for the defense. Can you come up with one more stop? You've got the lead. It's 4th and short. You're kind of in no man's land, so you're expecting them to go for it. If you can get off the field right here, you can win this game.
They want to run this quarterback. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
These are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south to get that first down. Nice job.
They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Back to pass, it's Vasquez. Gets it out quickly. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to fire on second down. Lets it go to the end zone. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long. And here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play. And, David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins.
Trying to take it back. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. It was the Longhorns who will ride off into the sunset with the coveted Golden Hat Trophy after beating their despised rival to the north. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.